Hey everybody, today I wanted to go over SMART goals. A SMART goal it's a system of creating goals that helps you stay motivated and work towards your objectives. This is useful to me because as somebody with ADHD, I struggle to stay focused on what I want to accomplish. And I often am guilty of being a little too pie in the sky. But using a system like SMART goals, it helps me stay grounded and helps me stay motivated for future work because I know I'm making progress towards something. For artists in particular, SMART goals are important because it can sometimes feel like we don't have a direction to go to. There's no objective right way to make art. So it's pretty common for us, especially newer artists, to feel like we're lost in a haze of, well, should I be doing this or that? Am I making any progress towards being a better artist? What does it even mean to be a better artist? But by taking an honest look at yourself and setting goals that can have some objective measurement to it, you can make a lot more progress in a much shorter period of time. And it can help to relieve that anxiety of just not knowing what to do next. So what makes up a SMART goal is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Specific goals are clear and well-defined. They help you focus on exactly what you want to accomplish. A specific goal can be something like finishing a painting every week or starting a new sketch every day. It is something you have control over. A bad example of a SMART goal might be selling 10 paintings a week, or vagaries like become a better artist. It needs to be more specific than that. For example, you could say, I want to improve my knowledge of anatomy by learning the parts of an arm. Or for example, you can say, I want to try acrylics for the first time this week. Or I want to spend 1 hour a day drawing. You can say, I want to finish one painting a week. That's specific because it's a thing you have control over with a defined endpoint. The next part of a SMART goal is that it's measurable. An example of a measurable goal is, I want to make 10 sketches this week. The measurable part is the 10. You can say, yes, I can get there, I can track progress towards that. And the ability to track that progress is what helps maintain motivation and know that you're taking a step towards success, which can be very difficult to know for sure as an artist, since so much of what we do is subjective. The next part is that they're achievable. Achievable goals are realistic and achievable. They should challenge you, but not overwhelm you. An impossible goal is sabotaged from the start. You can say, I want to complete a series of paintings by the end of the year. That's an achievable goal. That's something you can do. An example of a not very achievable goal would be, I want my art to be seen by aliens this year. Not that it's impossible, just extraordinarily unlikely. And that kind of goal will set you up for failure. Next is relevance. A relevant goal is what is important to you. There's a lot of advice out there about what is the best way to improve as an artist. What someone should be focusing on to improve their craft or broadly become better as a creative. But if it's not important and meaningful to you, you are not going to follow through. If you personally want to be better at creating realistic anatomy or a more bubbly, because that's what you'll actually want to do. You won't pull your teeth trying to do those things. If you're trying to accomplish a goal that doesn't matter to you or isn't important or has no emotional stake for you, it's a lot harder to care. And it leaves a lot of room for neglecting or even dropping your goal entirely. And the last aspect of a SMART goal is that it's time-bound. What makes a goal time-bound is that it it has an endpoint. I want to complete this painting by the end of the week. I want to finish 20 paintings this year. Having that time-bound aspect gives it urgency. A goal that is set for some unknown point in the future will be done later and not now. By making your goals time-bound, you'll have a deadline for completion, and that deadline will help you keep track of progress towards your goals. Now, this might seem like a lot, but it's honestly pretty intuitive to set a SMART goal. For example, one of my SMART goals for next year is I want to complete one video discussing art a week, and I want to try to make at least 5 shorts every week. And there's a whole ton of sub goals surrounding that, like how many drawings I'm doing every day, how much time I spend on being creative. There are even goals like I need to spend at least an hour relaxing every day so that I don't get super burnt out and quit on my goals. Self-care is important. If you're struggling to make these SMART goals, one of the easiest ways to start is to take your big long-term goals and then try breaking them down into something smaller and more specific and achievable. Just try to be realistic and set deadlines for each of those goals. I hope you found that all helpful, and if you did, please leave a like. Or if you had a question or a comment or an idea for a future video, please let me know in the comments. I am always glad to hear people's ideas. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful, and honestly, I encourage you to make use of this tool to achieve your goals in the coming year. Later.